welcome back to LUNDY'S Wild Camp Stroke Bushcraft. And as you can see, I'm back at the base camp. Okay, and today I'm going to be hammock camping, and just to see if it fits properly, and also to get a nice comfy sleep and do a bit more work. So I've got my 3x3 camo tarp, and then down the bottom here, when I can find the poles, there they are, where I keep all my ridge line pegs and cordage for me tie downs and everything. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly get set up. I've brought the East Hills hammock out again, just to give it another bash to see if it was just a one-off or not, or if it is a very comfortable hammock. And also I want to make sure that the hammock fits nicely next to the side of the bed as well. So I've got the two options to either hammock or go on the bed. I have brought me bivy bag and roll mats and things with us as well, just in case I change my mind and I decide to sleep in a different configuration, because I'm thinking about making another bed over next to the fire area. Alright, now I've got a guest coming today. He'll be here later on this afternoon, so we'll let him introduce himself when he turns up. Okay, hopefully he can find the location. But anyway, right, let's get set up. It's dark. Right, well, that is all set up. It's a bit dark in here this morning. It's 10 o'clock in the morning and it looks pitch black on the camera. I don't know if it's showing up black like, but I'll put my light on anyway. Put my new hat on, keep my head nice and warm. The other one's being made redundant now. That's going in the stockpile in the shed. But yeah, tarp. Let's talk about the tarp. Right, I tied it onto the wrong tree, so I've had to remove that and put it onto the thinner tree. Okay, so that gives us a better coverage at the front end. Also, when I was initially setting it up on the time lapse, I put it down onto the pegs at the ground. It was too low down and it was coming too close to me hammock, giving us no room at all to store all my gear. As you can see, it fits perfect, the hammock, in with the bed being there. So I've got two alternatives when I come up. I can either hammock it or bivy bag it. So that's happy days like. Plus the simple fact is the bed there now keeps the equipment off the floor, so I can have something organised, and that's happy days like. And then that still gives us all this room under here to sit and play around in and do bits of work, but also I can sit on here and do all my food prep and everything. It's like a table come chair, come bed, come workstation and everything. So that's happy days like. I'm just hoping the camera's picking all this up because it seems really dark on the screen. But yeah, the hammock, this is a 3x3 tarp, and as you can see, it's just on the line there, and that's 3x3. I think using this hammock I might need to use my 4x4 tarp, and as you can see it's just slightly in there like. So I'll have my head at this end and anyway, and if my feet get wet, But yeah, as you can see, it's touch and go with this hammock, but it's a very comfy hammock, and it's about the same weight as my TW hammock, but I just found this really comfortable. So anyway, as you can see, I've got the elastics tied up, and they go onto me hook on me plastic knot for my ridge line, keeping me tarp up. But what I was thinking was, I'm going to put a plastic knot here and then just tie them off on there, and then that's less cordage hanging on the outer side of the tarp, stopping potential water dripping in if it's a heavy downpour. Alright, and the same on the other side. But as you can see, I've left all the knots in anyway, and it guns there, but it goes dead high up in anyway, so happy days. Let's just place this down there. I'm hoping you can see us. But anyway, the under blanket's fitted, the hammock's on, so just sit on it, and it's at a nice height, nice comfy height for sitting, chillaxing on. Alright, and easy for getting in and out of for the night time. Hey, it is dark in here this day. It's dead sunny outside as well. Well, it was on the way up. But yeah, I was up mega early this morning, about 5 o'clock or something. I got out of bed this morning, just woke up like a little kid at Christmas, dead excited about coming out camping. Still got a little bit of a dodgy back, and I've still got a bit of a snotty nose and a cough from last week. So I am looking at building another bed though across next to the shelter, put it closer to the fire area as well, so we don't need to have massive fires to feel any heat in the colder months that are about to come upon us, because the day is getting a bit more chillier now. I've went and bought myself a new jacket about 2-3 months ago, a Buffalo Special Forces 6 I think it's called, something like that. And anyway, I've brought that out this time to test that out. Apparently they say it's a lot better if you wear it close up your skin rather than on top of like loads of layers. So what I'll do is, just to protect it from the fire and things later on tonight, I'll put it underneath this top, so the material is right up against me body just about, except for a t-shirt. And we'll see how that works, because I've heard loads of great things about them. I had something similar to that when I was in the TA many moons ago, like a cheap version from an army surplus store I bought. But yeah, it's very quiet up here today. No cars parked up anywhere, so must have been a quiet night last night in the woods. But anyway, enough waffling. I'm going to crack on, get myself set up, put my DOS bag and things out. I've got my 4-season OEX, the 5-in-1, my pillar, same system as last week. Alright, except I'm in a hammock. And then I'll start getting some work done, get some wood processed for building and for firewood. And I've got a little robin coming right up close to us. Hello, mate. It'd be mental if it come and land on my shoulder. It come dead close here last week and all, like, it's because I keep on feeding it. Anyway, I'm going to shoot off and see you in a bit. Right then, just thought I'd quickly bring you back. I've got loads of wood prepped, as you can see. Well, I hope you can see. Like, I've had to put my light on. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, this wood's dead dark. Alright, I've brought this tree over the back there. It was felled ages ago. It's soaking wet and it's rot. Well, it's still solid, but it's starting to rot at the bottom end, so I've brought that to make the base for the bed, to put the planks on. So I'm just busy getting all this wood here, and then I've got a few bits over the back end here as well that I've just cut down, some dead standing wood. And me guest this weekend has turned up, so I'm sure most of you will recognise him. Like, it's this little fella over here, like.
Makes sense. Yeah, thanks for inviting us up here.
Aye.
Wasn't that difficult to find either. I had a rough idea how to get here.
Aye.
But I'm just pleased to be out. The weather's looking okay as well. Yeah, it's close to getting down to freezing, but we're not like cold weather wanderers or
no.
fair weather wanderers. I was getting a lot of
I'm with now weather as me.
I was getting a little bit of like 1 or 2 comments on my channel since I knew I'm into the van camping. I'm into glamping now. I'm getting a bit soft, so I've got to prove myself. Actually, there is some element of truth in it, because I'm getting that used to the warmth. Aye. It's addictive, you know, so I need to just shock my system, get back out and just do a bivvy camp.
Aye, right, I'm just going to take a quick break from doing some wood prep and that, and I'm just going to walk over and have a look at Damien's setup. Damien's ground well in the day, so he's got his normal setup. So, what's that? What tarp's that then?
That's the Sill Tarp one. It is now owned by Rab. It used to be in I can't remember what the original. They took the company over.
Aye.
But it's an 8 foot by 8'5". I'll say that again. 8 foot by 5, and it's just the right size tarp for a bivvy camp.
Aye.
And it can kind of it's such a small footprint, you can kind of camp anywhere. Only problem is, because I'm using bungees, I've got to have 4 trees relatively close together.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I have to like use a ridge line. It probably could be a little bit more taut, but it's not that windy. We're not going to have any...
Nah.
It's just going to run off down here and I'm not going to get wet.
Well, that's it. If it collects water, we'll have something to have a wash in the morning with.
You can even, if you bring a drinking straw,
Yeah,
drink the water.
yeah, I've done that before, like.
Or
So,
you can maybe have a... Like
pot hanging.
Yeah, a bit of like a shoelace or something to, for it to trickle down and you collect the water that way.
So what's the sheet you've got on the thing? Is that like a footprint or something, is it?
Well, that's just it's basically cut from an old tent. It's quite it's not waterproof.
Right.
But it's dead thin and it folds up next to nothing.
Aye.
It's just to stop the bottom of me bivvy getting hold.
Yeah.
And I've got like the colour, got the Alkid Sky High 700, which is good to go down about -6, and I've got a hat in there as well. But I've got, I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, your thermarest, aye.
But it's only like about 1.5 centimetres thick. You need something, you know. That's why I've got the foil reflective layer down.
Yeah.
That you put on the front of your cars.
Aye. Oh, they work to treat them, didn't they? I've used them many a times.
Because you know when you're lying on a down bag, you get cold spots because it compresses it down.
Yeah.
And when it's been on the floor, you know, I want as much warmth as I can squeeze out the system as I can.
Oh, definitely, aye.
It's like it creates that lovely little microclimate.
Right, so as you can see, I've started doing a bit of wood prep because the temperature is going down quite a bit and we're losing light already and it's only like 1:05 or something. So what I've done is I've got all the slats there ready to go for the main seating area of the bench. I've got 4 posts there ready. I've just got to get about another 4 of them just to get it to a nice height. That should be enough for the sitting platform in any weight. The bits of wood you've just seen is cutting up. I was going to use them for the stakes, but I can get some more of them. Me and Damien have got chairs in any weight, like, so it isn't an issue to actually build the bench tonight. I just think that I'm going to just get absolutely hundreds of bits of wood for burning, and then obviously I'll have some left over as well for my next visit. So I think Rooney's coming up through the week as well, so it'd be nice for him to turn up and have plenty of wood to burn.
Alright, golden rule: buy shite paint twice, buy a decent saw. That's my tip for the day. Nice long strokes, that's what she said. Let the saw do the work.
Right, well, it's 2:10 in the afternoon and we're losing a canny bit of light, to be quite honest, like, but we're not doing too bad at the minute. Like, wood storage is looking really full. I don't think I've had it this full for a very long time, like, but that one's nearly full, this one's nearly full. Damien's cutting more wood over there. I think we've got a bit of camera on camera action. But yeah, so what I've done here is I've just went and got my tripod and I've leaned it up against on both my shelters, because I was doing it at the edge of my shelter and I just thought, let's give this a go. So it's nice and easy, it's at my waist height, and all I've got to do is just crack on. It's taking all the pressure away from the edge of my shelter, and it's just like a makeshift sawhorse, really. So I'm standing upright, I'm up there in my back, and it's just making it much easier for me. So and then I'll just move the wood a bit closer up and start the process again. Easy as that.
And it's telling me what can I get cracking on. Just to work on yourself.
Right, hi everybody. It's 25 to 4. Me and Damien are just grabbing a quick little bite to eat. So I've made one of my very special meals. Rooney loves them. It's just noodles, but instead of having pilchards in, I've put a tin of sardines in. And I've put far too much water in, so it looks like soup like. But the thing is, it's absolutely Baltic, so I'm going to be drinking the fluids as well. So it'll be like having a brew and a bit of food at the same time. Damien's having one of his famous meals. What are you having, Damien?
It's chili con carne and rice. It's not that hot. It's quite nice actually.
Aye.
We're a tin, but beggars can't be choosers. It's quick and easy.
Aye. We've been having a lot of issues with our batteries. My battery's playing up on my GoPro and it keeps cutting out. Damien's having loads of problems with his batteries on his lighting system. So the spookiness has begun.
It's a regular occurrence, and it's there's something. Could it be coincident? I don't know. It just seems to be regularly happening in here, Harwood Forest.
It is, aye. So we're gonna just sit and enjoy our food for now, and then we'll get the fire going in a little bit because the day is getting cold, like, because my feet are cold as well. I think this is the coldest night I've had out so far. So see you in a bit.
We're not warm weather wanderers. We go camping in all weathers.
Yes, we do.
Because it makes sense.
It does. So like Damien says, get out there and do some wild camping. Because you know it makes sense. Right, you rock and roll, mate.
Fucking do.
Right then, everybody. Time to get the fire going. It's nearly 4 o'clock in the evening. We've had a bit of hail. Now it's raining. The wind's picking up. It's freezing cold. It's about 3 degrees on my thermometer thing. So I'm going to have a go at Damien's bunny burner. Is that right?
Yeah.
Aye, I think I said that before, didn't I? Oh, my lighter's not even working.
And it's just as well that we're lighting the fire now because it's absolutely freezing. It's falling asleep.
We will light it if we get a lighter that works, like. Do you light the cord on the outside first, Damien, do you?
I just pull a bit of the paper out. It lights better with paper rather than wax. Yeah, it looks like it's lit.
Aye, that's what it is. You can see all the water. I'm glad we put that tarp up, like.
Yeah, it's... So this is where
keep this up.
This is our shelter. We've got our main sleeping shelters. We've got our main sleeping shelters, but this is just somewhere to sit.
Right, so
let's
that's
put
that
the tarp
tarp
up.
there, look.
Just as well because it's starting to rain and it's absolutely bitter cold now. It's falling as sleet. And it's close to freezing, but obviously when it's falling with the clouds it is frozen. It's melting as soon as it hits the bottom, like. But that's how cold it is, guys. Absolutely freezing. So we're going to try and get the fire going. Well, Jimmy's getting the fire going because he knows where it's at. I'm just a bit of a novice. I'm just a guest here.
You've got more experience than me, mate. We're just getting all the dry twigs from out the back. Well, as dry as they are, like. And then once we hear a bit of snap, crackle and pop, we'll be laughing. But that little burner thing will work a treat, like. I'm just putting that bit of wood there.
And I'm just going to sit here and observe.
Observing the action.
And I'm an armchair bushcrafter. He's not doing it right. Do it like this. Put them twigs there.
The keyboard warriors.
Them twigs are unrangy now. They need to be on a different way.
I should have put them the other way, mate. But what I've done is I've layered it, and then I've put 2 long logs going across there again, and I'm layering it again. So it's going to keep like a bit of gap in between each bit, so it's not going to smother it. And then just keep on putting them on.
This is a little bit behind the scenes of Jimmy and how he does his filming. A little bit of a sneak preview.
Aye, don't forget, get over and hit that link and subscribe.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and give a thumbs up and help out the channel.
Aye. Right, and then we'll just let nature take its course, and obviously because of the wetness it's just taking that little bit of time. But what we want now is we want the flame to come actually all the way through there before we add any more, because otherwise all you're going to do is you're just going to keep on smothering it. That means it's getting through all the layers then, doesn't it?
Them buddy burners are a great help, especially when it's in damp weather like this.
Oh, definitely, that's working a treat, mate.
You didn't want to be rubbing sticks together, friction fires, in cold, damp forests, you know what I mean? There's a time and a place for things like that, and Harwood Forest in winter isn't one of them.
Boosh! We're all lit up. Look at that fire, man. That's working a treat now.
I'm actually quite impressed with this setup, because although I've got a camp a few miles from here, mine is just basic compared to this. There's a lot more thought gone into this, with the area to store the logs, and it's got a fire reflector, and it's put a lot more time and effort into making a shelter.
Right, hi everybody. It's about 6:20 like, and we're getting loads of weird noises going on in the woods tonight. Like, I'm mocking you. It's kind of spooky, like, to be honest, but not spooky in a scary sense. It's just, I think it's because we're talking a lot about supernatural things and things about Harwood itself and all the different things that Damien's went through when he's passed in here and that. So at the minute he's just busy putting on his audio sound recorder. So, because there's loads of things going on. Like, we've had like branches smashing behind the back of it. We've got loads of like weird noises. Like, what do you think them noises are then? It sounds like a pack of dogs going ape shit to me. Like, something. It's up the top end there. Like, definitely, isn't it?
It could be just, it could be deer.
Aye, or the deer barking
and all that sort of thing. There was something unusual, like a tree break, but there's a lot of old trees in the area.
Aye, there is.
It does need wind for it to fall over.
Yeah.
The sound will travel some distance in the forest. I think what it is, right, I have to keep note in mind. The amount of years I've camped here, I've heard a lot of strange things, and a lot of them can be attributed to natural, circumstances. But I will keep note in mind.
Aye. Well, that's it. I've heard a lot of things myself. Like, over the last couple of years I've been camping here. Like, but it was a close one. Like, so.
It's easy to get spooked, isn't it?
It is, and I'll tell you what. To be honest, I'm glad Damien's come with cameras, isn't he? Because I think all these strange noises going on, I think I might have been there a little bit like. But I think I wouldn't have been 2 Jack Daniels and 2 cans down by this time of night, like. But Damien's a bad influence, you know.
You're on your own tonight. You would have experienced the same 15 hours of total darkness I had the other night.
Aye.
And it's not nice on your own. I know you've got a comfort and warm fire, but
yeah.
And that makes all the difference.
It definitely does. I didn't know how you got through the night, mate, without a fire. Like,
I was in my pink hammock, keeping in touch with my feminine side, and I was just warm and cosy. And I had my phone until that went dead, and then I come here for answers. I'm not out here to try and hoax or anything like that. What you see with me is genuine, and I'm just pleased I've got something to camp with, like you, because you're like a like-minded individual. Just see we haven't got Rooney with the instigator.
Bless him. Rooney's at work tonight, like. So Rooney, if you're watching, hello, son.
Get out and do a bit of curry mixing and culinary skills, advocating. It makes sense because it makes sense. It absolutely does. Yes.
Aye. missing Rooney's cooking, but I'm going to have a spag bol that I made at home soon because I'm getting a bit peckish again now, like. And then I'll probably be bringing us back a little bit later on. So, because like I say, it's only after 6 o'clock at night. So me and Damien are just going to chill and burn loads of wood that we've cut.
Because camping in the forest means I'm the new bushcraft. I'm just tapping from your ring piece. The thing is, right, unless you've been in the forest yourself and experienced this kind of activity,
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm alive now because we're hearing strange sounds, and that's what I love. If they want to harm you, if anything wants to harm you, it could have done a long time ago with me.
Aye.
The night is still young. It's dark for 15 hours from 3:30 in the night till 8 o'clock in the morning. We are here for the long haul. Get out and do the wild camping. You know it makes sense, you. No, it makes sense. It does. It just never gets properly. It never gets light in the forest this time.
Nah, never. There's nothing here. It's always pitch black. Right, hello everybody. You'd think it was still night time, but unfortunately it's not. It's 9:15 in the morning. Had a bit of an uncomfortable sleep, to be quite honest, in the hammock this time. My under blanket kept slipping, so I kept having a cold back through the night. Didn't get to bed till late last night myself. Like I fell asleep in front of the fire a couple of times, so it was about 2 o'clock by the time I dragged myself off my chair, like. So I was just sitting listening to tunes and my headphones, and having a drink and that. Had a cracking night with Damien last night, like good laugh, a good talk. Had some serious talks as well about different things like paranormal and bits and pieces. We heard some weird noises as well, like. But Damien's up and about. He's getting packed up because he's going early this morning. I'm just going to take a nice slow bimble, getting sorted, and I'm thinking about building that bench before I go. But here's Damien. I'll spin my camera around.
Morning. Well, I just feel rough. I'm still loaded with cold, and the hardest part's getting out of bed.
Aye.
Especially when you're in a warm bag and you just don't want to get up. But you know, if you don't, you're just going to be lying there festering all day.
That's it.
Yeah.
But it was a good night though, wasn't it? We had a good sup, nice bit of food and that. And
it was a good crack one, although we didn't really film much.
No.
Because sometimes it's best just to enjoy the moment. And
well, that's it.
You haven't got to be able to capture every joke and every, every bit of.
We switched it off after a while. We decided not to video everything, like, because
it would become a bit repetitive.
That's it. And it was a bit of wild banter that we were having amongst each other and things, and we're telling some weird stories and manly stories. What were the manly stories, Damien?
I remember, right? But I'm just slowly putting stuff away and I'm going to head off. I'm not hanging around. That's one thing I do with this place. Once I'm up, I just like to be away. I've done my recordings and that's it. I'm not one for hanging around, basically.
Aye.
And I get a lovely breakfast when I get in. I haven't got to mess around cooking in the morning. Although you should never skip breakfast. You should always have your. But with me, I'm only half an hour from home, so it's, there's a full English waiting for us in the house.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get myself sorted, like, get a few things put away, get a brew on and that, and hopefully it'll get a bit lighter. So it just feels like it's pitch black in here. And see the sunrise starting to come up at the top of the trees down the bottom end there, like.
You can see the golden.
Yeah, you can. Nice. So I think it's going to be a bit sunnier later.
I think sunrise is about like 8:30 or something.
8:30 now, isn't it? Aye. So it's getting there. It's been trickling with rain all night, like. So hopefully that buggers off. Yeah. And right, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to get myself sorted, and I'll see you in a bit. Right. Well, I've made myself a brew. So I'm going to sit and drink this, and then I'm going to start getting packed up. It's bloody freezing this morning, like. Damien's getting packed up now as we speak. So, yeah, it's cold. The winter has finally arrived. This is definitely the coldest morning I've ever known. So, I think I had one too many sherbets last night as well, like. So I'm feeling a bit delicate. So I'm just debating, just have a slow pack up, tidy up the area, and then start thinking about whether I'm going to build that bench next to the fire. I've got most of the wood prepped for it yesterday, like, so that's happy days. Just got to sort of like construct it now. But I could easily construct it now, like, so the amount of wood I've got enough bits to make the 2 walls on the side first to get the height, and then just put the logs on the top. So all me cutting and things all being done, like, so I might do that. And I might not have enough slats for it, but I'll see how the time goes and all, because it's, like I say, it was 8:30 when I got up. It's 9:30 now. So that last hours just flew by, like. To be honest, it's I'm bloody cold, like. Well, my hands are. This Buffalo 6 specials jacket, I think it's called, something like that. It's the first time I've used it, and I tell you what, as you can see, I've only got my 2 little t-shirts on underneath it, and my body's lovely and warm, like. It's a very good jacket, like. I'm kind of impressed with it. But obviously, when I'm if I'm wearing it on a night time round the fire and all that, I will be having like my fleecy top on top of it, or my other jacket, because the last thing I want is this getting burnt, like. But yeah, definitely worth. I think they're about 120 quid or something in the on the shops and all that. I got it online for 60 quid on one of the seller groups on Facebook that I'm in. So right bargain, like, and it fits perfect as well. So happy days. Right, I'm gonna have a cup of tea. I'm gonna stop waffling, and I'll catch you in a bit.
Right, that's me all packed ready to go. It's been a good one. Have you got anything to say about the evening?
Aye, it was canny. Aye, it was different. He didn't cook as a meal, like Rooney normally cooks for me, like. So
Rooney was missed. He was missed.
He was sadly missed. Aye, but he's unfortunately had to work. But aye, it's been good crack having a camp with you. We'll definitely do it again, mate.
Definitely. Aye.
So we'll try and do something different though.
Because it's still not that cold. I know it was down to 2 degrees, and
yeah,
it was hailstones last night. But once you're in your bed, it's lovely and warm, and with a nice fire, it's great. And then that tree crashing down as well, that was really weird.
It was, wasn't it?
It was eerily quiet as well. There was no wind, so it could have just been dead fall. Because there's a lot of that.
Aye, there's tons of it. Aye.
So,
but yeah.
It's been a good one. But I've got to navigate out of here, and I haven't got a clue. I've got a bit of a general direction. I've been given instructions, so. But I won't be filming and going out because this is a secret location.
Aye.
And so anyway, I'll get away. It's
aye.
Thanks for inviting us to your camp.
You're more than welcome, mate. Anytime. You know where it is. No, so if you're in this area, then just
fancy a change.
Fancy a change. Come to this area and just use what we've got, mate.
You have to do the wild camp. You don't make sense. You don't make sense. Right.
Right. So, and anyway, I'd just like to say thanks to Damien. And anyway, I think lighting's crap. Like Damien's got all the lights. Like, yeah, I'd just like to say thank you to Damien for popping along for a night out camping with us. Sorry, and it was a good crack. Like, so obviously a lot of it wasn't on camera because it was a bit much, like.
Because we're talking shite,
we did. We talked about everything and anything, didn't we?
Quite a few subjects.
We had a good sup last night as well, like, and I'm definitely feeling it this morning, like. But I'm sure there's everybody that watches my channel watches Damien's, but if you haven't, I'll put a link down for you.
Please like and subscribe and click on the bell icon for updates. I don't do that with my channel.
Do you not?
I need to up my game because your game now.
I'm trying my best to, like, you know. But if you're not subscribed to Damien, head over and go and watch his channel because you'll have a lot of good information, a good bit of banter. He's got humour, lots of history on lots of the places where he goes as well. It's absolutely fantastic, like. And his video footage and the way he puts his videos together is just outstanding. So, and anyway, that's enough for now, and I'll catch you a bit later on because I'm still staying. So, see you later, mate.
I hate long goodbye, so I'll just go. Thank you for inviting me to your camp.
Right.
I'll catch you soon, mate.
Right, see you later, Damien. Right, sorry I didn't bring you along to show you building this bit of the bed so far, but my battery needed to be charged and the other ones didn't have enough charge on to keep the camera going. So at any rate, what I've done is I've built 2 walls either side, okay, and then I've got 3 slats left over to actually go onto the bed itself. Alright, now it's at an ideal height for sitting on, as you can see. Alright, I've got my feet nice and flat on the ground and my legs are nice and flat as well, like parallel with the ground, so that's like a nice perfect height. Now all I need to do now is get about another 6 or 7 slats to put on here, and then the bed will be perfect and ready to rock and roll like. But it gets with that little bit closer to the fire. There's a little walkway in between each end as well, yeah, and my ridge line's just above my head, so we'll probably move the ridge line over to the next tree, and that'll give a little bit more coverage at the over our heads. But happy days, next time I come up, all I've got to do is knock the slats up and then that's this bed ready. And if I come up by myself, I'll probably end up sleeping on this bed in front of the fire like, so it'll be much better. Well, it's going to be wide enough so I can have my bed set up at the back, and then I can sit at the front without sitting on all my like my air bed and things, you know. So that's happy days, that like. And obviously if Rooney comes up, if he wants to just bivvy bag it, he can doss on this one, I'll doss on mine, or vice versa, like it's neither here or there really. But I'm going to get finished packed up and tidy up. Obviously I've got a bag of rubbish down to the right hand side of us there to carry out as well, and just basically make sure the camp's ready for the next time we come. So it'll be in a few weeks time for me now, because I'm having a week or 2 weeks off getting things done in the house. So, but by the time you see this video, them couple of weeks would have been up and done like. Alright, so in any rate, I'll stop waffling and I'll see you when I'm all sorted. Happy days. Okay then, as you can see, that's me all packed up, burging on my back. All I've got to do now is just pick up my bag of rubbish, my bag with all my pots and cooking stuff in there in, and that's it. And obviously my gloves, so that's my bed there all sorted, tripod laid down at the side of it. And yeah, didn't achieve as much as what I wanted to achieve this weekend, but I had a fantastic night out with Damien last night. It was really enjoyable and a good laugh, and we had some good serious talks about camping and things, and what we do on YouTube and things, picking up like tips and things, talking about how we do editing, all sorts of things that wouldn't have been interesting to yourselves possibly on the camera, but it was nice to sit and just chillax. And I enjoyed me spaghetti bolognese. I'm not sure if I brought you back and showed you, but if I have, then you'll see it before I say this. But anyway, I'd just like to say thank you very much everybody for watching, and if you've watched the video all the way through, that's happy days and a big thumbs up to you. If you haven't, not a problem, but if you have watched most of the video, then thank you very much. And I'd just like to say a big thank you to everybody who is supporting my channel and watching my videos and leaving comments and that. And there's a lot of people that watch my videos but they don't like to leave comments, and some people don't do that, and I can understand that. So for you that are watching that never leave comments, thanks for watching the videos in any rate. And for you that are new to the channel, if you like it, consider hitting that subscribe button, you know, and leave a comment, tell us that you're a new subscriber, and it'll be happy days like. So at any rate, I'm not going to waffle too much. There's no end thing from Rooney because he's not here, so all I can say is see you on the next one.